What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do an energy shout out for a random sign. Um, Again, I'm on a kind of like a vacation, spiritual hiatus, if you will, plus, work and everything like that. So, hopefully, you guys are doing the same, taking care of yourselves, working on cleansing your energy before the new year. New moon energy is next week on the 12th. And we do have a full moon coming up as well, I believe, on the 26th. Okay. So that's a perfect time for those who are metaphysical or spiritual um, aligned to kind of, mark those dates to do your cleansing. Okay. But nonetheless, remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So whenever I do these energy shout outs, especially during my, vacation time, I'll be back to full primary readings back in, let's see, in February. Okay. So usually from Thanksgiving to February is when I take that time off, and I do just sporadic readings, energy shout outs mostly. And then I'll be trying to do a few collective channeled messages. They won't be sign specific. Okay. So these are just primarily just to see what the energy is currently for any particular sign. Okay. So the way that I do that, if you're new here, I utilize my singing bowl. I have multiple little slips for all the signs. Okay. As I finish them, I kind of put them up underneath the bowl and then move on to the next one. Okay. So I can't truly see. They are like folded in half, so I don't know who I'm picking out. I don't look for anyone in particular before the reading. So this is a live, pretty much live drawing for you guys once you see this of who gets picked out of the singing bowl, and then that energy gets done. Okay, so we've got our one here. Let's see who's getting a reading now. And we have Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you guys are next for your energy shout out. Okay, so we're getting into that energy. I will put it in the title of the reading so that way you know which sign it is for. Okay, so welcome, Aquarius. Okay, let's get the energy for Aquarius. We're going to start. Usually I do 3 decks. But I've added one from a previous reading that I used to do, the Lover's Oracle, and we'll get to that momentarily. It's the last one of the reading. So, Aquarius energy. Be mindful, Aquarius. This is for Aquarius sun signs. Okay, so your main sign is Aquarius. This is for you. But you may be sharing your energy with someone who has Aquarius in their birth chart in a particular placement. And so if maybe the first 2 messages don't resonate with you, but the last one does, sun signs, then that's the message you take and leave the rest for everyone else. Okay? So we've shuffled the deck by 3 and cut by 3s. We're going to the bottom of the deck. And you guys have a current energy and strategy. Okay, strategy number 21. Okay, so what we have here is a journal. It looks like a desk here. There's a compass, maybe some coins here, a feathered pen. Okay, and then a key that's kind of unlocking a door. With some scrolls. Okay, if you see that right there, that key into that door. And so right now you may be doing some planning. Looks like there's kind of like an old school like telescope here. Okay, the compass is kind of giving me a vibes of kind of like a ship, if you will. So you're probably on a journey of some sort. Jim well, sorry, not Gemini's, Aquarius. Gemini's has already been done. Okay, so you could have Gemini energy around you, Aquarius. Okay, But right now, this is kind of like where you are, okay? Focus on what it is that you are strategizing, if it's truly what you want, okay? Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. And follow your intuition, with the number one being there. And whatever you end up with, Aquarius, is going to center you, okay? So a lot of logging of things, okay? I feel like you're in the realm of planning right now, okay? So we're going to head into the book here for your message that will also come with an affirmation as well, okay? So, strategy. We do have the garden and the gate underneath, number 33 coming up again, okay? So move progressively with positive energy of centering yourselves, okay? And this gate being here is closed, all right? So there is a lot of, energy to flourish, but not going through the gate yet, okay? So again, not truly ready to move forward. You're still planning, okay, is what I'm feeling for you guys, all right? So strategy, making a plan. It says this card shows a pen, journal, compass, and a key. When you receive this card upright, it indicates that this is the optimum time for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about the direction you want to go in. Consider any potential change in course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Now, just not a conscious plan in completing your goals, but in anything that may make that plan go awry, okay? So if you plan for, I'm not going to say the worst, but worst case scenario kind of vibe, if you're already prepared for it, then you will already, be on your way to achieving your goal, okay? Whatever can happen, prepare for it, okay? Doesn't mean it will, but it's always good to be prepared, okay? So, structure the short term goals needed to make your long term goal a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control. Add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. Okay? I'm going to read that again. Add thought to action. Okay? And set your sights on the road ahead. Okay? So it says, and I don't know why, but I kind of feel like somebody might be planning a trip or something like that. So make sure you have everything that you need, kind of vibe. I feel like this came up before in a reading. I just can't remember who it was, a couple of readings back. But nonetheless, always make sure you pack what you think you don't need, okay? Something as simple as sunscreen, okay, is possibly something that could come up for you, okay? Or making sure you have, I know for some, if you have a passport, you're usually fine, but if you have a passport card, maybe you should pack that just in case someone might lose something. Or having a copy of your birth certificate, like an original copy of your birth certificate, it usually can also be helpful too. I don't know why, but that's for someone, okay? Your affirmation is, I plan the necessary steps to achieve my goals, and I am willing to take action in that direction. I am flexible, persistent, and prepared, okay? I am flexible, I am persistent, and prepared, okay? I want you guys to say that to yourselves, Aquarius, in this strategy energy, okay? Like I said, I was feeling and got the vibe of a ship when seeing this compass, which is kind of like in here in this card twice. It's kind of eminently in this kind of almost like a map log, a journal log, but then a compass to the upper left corner of it. And so I automatically feel the energy of a ship. So someone may be going on a cruise, okay? Just be prepared, okay? So next, for Aquarius, if you are a spiritualist or deal with any metaphysical work, again, with the energy shout outs, I do a crystal of assistance, however many feel necessary for the time. So, Aquarius, let's get a crystal of assistance for you guys. And if you're not into metaphysical work or a spiritualist, you can just emanate from the energy from the card, because it does have the meaning of the crystal on the back, and I usually read that and just kind of gives you that vibe to kind of work off that energy. Okay, I'm going to do one more shuffle here, which I think is more than my 3 that I normally do, and then we'll refer to the bottom of the deck after we cut by 3 2. Okay. So there is our cut. And at the bottom of the deck, you have hematite. Hematite. And that will be your only one, okay? Hematite, Hematite. Hematite, okay? It says that hematite is a metallic charcoal that takes its name from the Greek word for blood. Like blood, it's full of iron. And like blood, hematite moves the good to where you need it and takes the bad away from where you don't. Okay? As I said, focus on what it is that you want, not what you don't want. Okay? Those who need it are anyone stagnating or spun out of something, like a new crush or a lifelong existential dilemma. Okay? A lifelong existential dilemma. Okay? Where you want to put it is wherever you are when you realize it's time to come back to earth. Okay? So maybe you've been kind of up in the air about things that you want to do. It's been an idea, but nothing finally put on paper. Okay? So maybe something that is like bring yourself kind of back to reality type of thing. Maybe been thinking or having your head more too much in the clouds, okay, over something that's maybe a dilemma for you, okay, Aquarius. So when you should use it is when you feel stuck, when it's that moon time of the month, when you want to pull energy from the earth below and use it to make big things happen. Align to your wholeness, okay? Align to your wholeness, okay? And so, again, it talks about pulling your energy from the earth below and pulling energy from the earth and use it to make things happen, okay? So ground yourself in what it is that you want to achieve, okay? The mention of the word blood, being that hematite derives from the Greek word of blood because there is iron, okay? It feels as though something is weighing heavy on you, maybe in the sense of family, okay? And I don't know, Aquarius, you could be trying to, again, please others that maybe you're related to, in the sense of a vibe of trying to make everybody happy. But are you happy? Okay? Is the real question. Okay? If what you're doing, ties you to family in a way, because I'm thinking of the phrase of blood is thicker than water. But again, that mention of blood is full of iron, okay? And so you may be feeling held in a way by blood, okay? To do something in particular. But it is now time for you to kind of expand your roots. Think of the tree of life, if you will, okay? It's time for you to be rooted in something that's of your own, okay? And so I believe we kind of talked about this during, you guys are part of group 3, Aquarius, and I think we kind of had that kind of same conversation going on in that reading, okay? And so you may want to go back to your readings, Aquarius, that I recently did. Your heart's desire is probably going to be kind of helpful for you, more so or less the right here and nows, okay? So kind of jot that down when you have time. Go refer back to those, okay? Because that energy is still looming on you guys, okay? I would definitely suggest, as far as maybe some meditation oils or calming oils for you that are on my shop, spiritual growth. If you're talking about kind of growing in a way on your own accord, kind of check that one out. That might be somewhere in your alignment, okay? So that is your crystal of assistance, okay? Now, let's get into your daily message, which is a message of support. We're going to do a light shuffle on these. Usually I try to shuffle this tiny little deck, which I normally can. But I'm going for light shuffles for you guys with these this time around. I'm going to do that with all of them, all the readings. I try to get through all 12 signs during my vacation. I would put a goal of mine on myself to kind of get everybody done before the new year, but I'm not going to make any promises with that because, again, I do work during the day, and so this is allowed, taking this vacation kind of allows me time to really just focus on work and kind of, like I said, spiritually cleanse myself and work on some things, of course, shop related as well. And so gives me a breathing time, if you will, okay? So we'll do one last little run here, and then we'll go ahead and cut by threes, and we'll look at the message at the bottom of the deck for your message of support. Okay. The message at the bottom. You got the same message, and I shuffled. You are getting the same message as Gemini, okay? So I don't know. You could have Gemini in your chart in a particular placement. It could be in the 7th house, possibly, or you may have a Gemini in your energy, okay? So master the step that you are on, okay? Master the step you are on. Same message. They got 2 messages. You're just getting this one, okay? I don't know why, but that's the message that I'm feeling for you guys is the same as Gemini. There's something you need to master, and maybe it's something you need to master before you start strategizing, okay? So, with that being said, that's all that I have for that, all right? We're going to get into the Lover's Oracle. This is the part of the reading. Again, that's an add-on from what I normally do since I'm not doing the primary readings right now, just to give you guys a little bit something extra. If there's any Aquariuses with love on the brain, then we'll get a message from this deck. I'm just going to do a very light shuffle on these. And again, we'll refer to the bottom of the deck, but I'll also possibly pull from the top as well for you guys, so that way you get a secondary message, since your daily message is the same as Gemini's, okay? So a message for Aquarius, 2 messages for Aquarius in love. 2 messages for Aquarius in love. And we're going to stop there. One directly from the bottom and one directly from the top. Okay? 2 women here in 2 different environments. One with kind of like a tree and one with a heart. Almost looks as though she's crying a little bit. Okay? So we'll read that one first. Only time will tell. Okay? Only time will tell. Okay? Like I said, she's got a heart below her, and her eyes kind of look like they're crying a little bit. Okay, the back of it I'll show you guys. Only time will tell. There's butterflies kind of emanating from this aura around the heart. Okay, so maybe some of you are wondering if you will, have someone, or if the person that you're with, you're going to connect with in a sense of maybe evolving into a full relationship. Okay, only time will tell. You cannot rush it. Okay. Um, Again, something that was also in, I believe, your heart's desire reading, okay, as far as a relationship goes. So take your time, feel it out. It could be someone cross watching on your energy, Aquarius, as far as wondering if you guys are going to become something more, okay? In regards to, and I will say the same thing as I did somewhat for Gemini, you have to master getting to know someone and waiting for time to tell. Okay. The second message is look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay. Look inside yourself. There is a tree. Okay. As I said, the tree of life. And then you have kind of like these vines or branches and other trees behind her. Okay. It kind of invokes that same message of kind of grounding yourself a little bit and kind of rooting things. Okay. Um, Around something in particular. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. All right. So, whatever you've asked yourself, Aquarius, maybe while I was shuffling, or something that's been in your thoughts, maybe you're wondering why you can't seem to maybe cross the line to intimacy with someone, or as far as really making a connection, or attempt pretty much trying to make a connection with this person. You're going to have to look inside and see what the problem is. Okay. In the sense of maybe it's something of your childhood past. Maybe check out some of the Bring Back the Intimacy readings, or tap into your souls in regards to your past energy. This those readings might be able to answer that question for you. Okay. Because it feels like it might be something stemming from maybe learned behavior, or maybe an experience that you had in the past that is kind of keeping you from making a connection with someone. Okay. But again, uh, this tree emanates a lot of things. There's a sun right kind of like in the center of the top of the tree. And so working on your sacral, well, sacral and solar plexus area, okay, your inner child work, along with that emanating joy of being in a relationship with someone, finding that again. And maybe you've had some dilemmas in the past with relationships that have caused you to kind of be a little heavy hearted, if you will, um, or very guarded, okay? And so look inside and figure out what that is. If that is you, Aquarius, that is what's keeping you from making a connection with someone, okay? And so that is probably for two separate ones. Like I said, only time will tell. Could be for someone cross watching on your energy, or wondering about you, and then you yourself are trying to figure out why. Maybe because someone has asked you about a connection or a possible connection, and you have not been able to answer that question. Okay. Maybe you're trying to avoid it because you're working on something. Okay. So that's all that I have for you guys. I wish there was more, but this is where we ended. I don't want to make these too long, but hopefully this is helpful to you guys, along with some advice. Description box below will have the link to my shop if you want to check out that meditation oil that you can take with you daily. Okay. And get it now while you can. They're $8, but they will be going up soon. After December 16th, prices will go up. This is a good time to get some spiritual items for yourself or someone else. All right. So until next time, Aquarius, peace.